Hello, this is Maureen Beatty, a student at University of Alaska at Fairbanks, in ATM 101 Weather and Climate of Alaska. I am currently in Eagle River. I will discuss weather conditions in Anchorage during the week of 26 January through 3 February 2014. I will also discuss and explain weather and climate data at two different locations. I'll discuss weather conditions in Anchorage and Kodiak during the week of the 23rd through the 31st of March 2014. Anchorage is located in south central Alaska, 61 degrees and 13 minutes north and 149 degrees 54 minutes west. The city is on a strip of coastal lowland and is located near the head of the Cook Inlet. The Knik Arm is to the north and the Turnagain Arm is to the south. The climate has a maritime influence but is not as strong because it's sheltered by the Chugach Mountains to the east, the Alaska Range to the north, and the Alaska Range on the Kenai Peninsula to the south. The National Weather Service hourly observations for Anchorage for the 26th of January through the 3rd of February is shown with the red curved line. On the 26th of January, the high reached to 43 degrees Fahrenheit. It continued the next day on Monday to reach another high, almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Tuesday, the temperature went down back to like Sunday's weather, 43 degrees. Temperatures continued to fall on Wednesday. The high looked like a 33 degrees. And on Thursday, the temperature fell to 29 degrees. And then back on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was back to the average climate for the month of January. The National Weather Service hourly observations for Anchorage for pressure is highlighted by the green curve line. And on the 26th, the pressure was 1,015 millibars. The pressure dropped down to 1,006 millibars on Monday and then steadily rose for the rest of the week. The National Weather Service hourly observations for Anchorage for humidity. The brown dotted line shows relative humidity. Relative humidity is inverse with the temperature. And as you could see in the noontime on the 26th of January, it dropped as if that was when it was a higher temperature around noon on the 26th. Again, on Monday, relative humidity is inverse with the temperature because there was a very high temperature on Monday, almost 50 degrees. And you could see that it follows again on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday and the rest of the week, the temperatures were falling. And the relative humidity matches inversely, and it becomes higher when the temperatures become lower. Water vapor in the air remained constant, which means that there were no clouds. So I'm going to take a look back again at the temperature for the 26th of January. And we can see that it was in the morning a lower temperature, not for January, but 35 degrees in the morning, and then with the sun, it was it rose to 43 degrees Fahrenheit. And then again, when sunlight was gone, the temperature dropped. And then if we look at the 1st of February, we can see that the temperature dropped early in the morning and then rose again through the day past noon, and then when the sun was going down, the temperatures went down as well. The weather on the 28th of January shows that early morning, the temperature was lower, and then reached the highest 43 degrees Fahrenheit in the late afternoon. And then again, with the sun going down, the temperatures fell. And on the 1st of February, the temperatures were lowest in the morning, the lowest at 9 in the morning, and then rose past noon, and then started to fall with the sunlight. The diurnal temps were, the range is 11 degrees Fahrenheit and 13 degrees Fahrenheit, showing that there was little cloud coverage, so that there were extreme differences between day and night. The TV weather map for Tuesday, January 28th, 2014 shows Anchorage right here. There's a low to the southwest and a high to the southeast, with these isobars quite far apart, where there's calm air. And then from the low, these ones are closer, which could bring more wind. And then you can see there is some cloud coverage over Anchorage. So the TV weather map for February 1st, 2014, Anchorage is located right here. There seems to be like scattered clouds. There's a low to the west of Anchorage, and there's a high to the north. And the high pressure has little clouds, so that the nighttime cooling is happening, and that's why there's different diurnal temps. Looking at the GOES image for February 1st, 2014, Anchorage is showing here, where you can see the dark where you would see ground. So it is scattered clouds, if there is any. And on the infrared, you don't see much water vapor as well. The National Weather Service hourly observations for Anchorage for the 23rd through the 31st of March show in red the temperatures followed the same throughout the week, where it was lower temperatures in the morning and then higher later in the afternoon, and then with the sun going down, temperatures fell again. So this is indicative of clear skies and light wind. The relative humidity also was inverse, and when the temperatures were lower, the relative humidity was higher. Here's the National Weather Service hourly observations for Kodiak, same week, 23rd to 31st of March. Kodiak Island is southwest of the Kenai Peninsula and the western Gulf of Alaska. It has it's a mountainous area surrounded by the Pacific, and it has a maritime climate. Observing the temperatures for the 23rd of March, you can see in with the red curve that there is little to no extreme day-night temperatures, which is indicative of cloud coverage. That continues through till Monday until late evening, and the temperature does drop. And then during late evening, it climbs up again to 44 degrees Fahrenheit on Tuesday. Seems to follow this pattern for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is indicative of a high and no cloud coverage. The TV weather map for Sunday, March 23rd. This right here is Anchorage, and this right here is Kodiak. There is a high near Anchorage and also Kodiak, but there's a low to the south, and you can see that there is some cloud coverage, very little water vapor, and light wind. The TV map for March 27th shows clear skies for both Kodiak and Anchorage, with due to a high, and the isobars are very far apart, showing light wind. The GOES image for March 23rd. This is where there was cloud coverage or scattered cloud because it's grayish. You can see on the infrared, it looks like you could see ground and water vapor. There looks to be some water vapor over Kodiak, but not so much Anchorage. The water vapor over Kodiak could cause clouds, and that would have the diurnal temps not extreme at all, as they shown on the temperature chart, because the cloud coverage reflects incoming radiation and acts like a blanket and keeps the temperature warm. The GOES image for March 27th shows the visible shows, like the TV surface map, that there is no cloud coverage over Kodiak or Anchorage. And on the infrared, there is you can see some cloud coverage near Kodiak. And on the water vapor, there is some water vapor in the air, but with the matching the humidity, it was inverse with the charts for the temperature because of low water vapor in the air.